Hey guys, welcome back to the channel on this crisp, beautiful Sunday morning here in Virginia. Today we have the Seiko Prospex Monster Black Series 200 meter automatic diver, and this is model number SRPH13K1. And guys, I'm not normally a fan of blacked out watches at all, but I'm a huge fan of the Monster series from Seiko, so I decided to check this thing out, and I'm glad I did. Let's take a look at it. All right, you know the deal. I'll get into this watch, but make sure you check out my Amazon shopping channel if you like this or any of the other watches I've reviewed on my channel. I do get a very small commission if you buy from my Amazon store, so I definitely appreciate it. So nothing special about the packaging, just your normal Seiko outer watch sleeve and inner watch box. There we go. There is a little bit of a change here. Here's your first look at the Monster, by the way. No manual, no warranty card. They just give you like this little card to say to go to these different Seiko websites to register your watch, and if you need to take a look at the manual will be online as well. So that's a little bit of a change. All right, let's put all this stuff back. Now, you know, I'll give you all the 7 specs you need to know. Then we'll talk more about this watch. All right. And again, not normally a fan of blacked out watches, but I love the Monster. So I decided to see what they would do with the blacked out version for the Monster. So it's a good looking watch, man. It's definitely a good looking watch. All right, so you're looking at a 42.4 millimeter stainless steel case. It's 13.4 millimeters thick. It's 49.4 millimeters lug to lug. It comes on a 20 millimeter silicone strap. Of course, water resistance being, you know, a Prospex and a Monster is 200 meters, which is 660 feet. You get the 4R36 movement with about a 41-hour power reserve. Of course, you get a Hardlex crystal with a Candybar Cyclops on there. The Caseback has a limited edition text on it, and of course it's Screwdown. The crown is Screwdown over here at 4 o'clock. Of course, you get the day and the date underneath that Candybar Cyclops over there at 3 o'clock. It is windable, it is hackable. You get LumiBrite, 120 click Uni-Directional bezel, and it weighs about 120 grams. So there you go, man. So there's your 2021 blacked out Monster. So guys, they've been doing these blacked out models since 2018, when I think they brought out a couple solar tuna models. I think just the regular solar tuna and a solar tuna chronograph. And basically they've run through the whole gamut of the really popular Prospex models. So now they've done both solar tunas, the tuna and the tuna chronograph. They've done a Marine Master, they've done a Turtle, they've done the Sumo, and now the Monster and the Samurai. Again, all of the most popular Prospex models. And this one is a limited edition of 7,000, which honestly doesn't seem very limited to me. But that's the case with a lot of these blacked out versions. It's either limited edition of like 3,500 or 7,000. So they're easily available, you know, real easy to get a hold of. And they're not like a limited edition, like a, you know, like a Zimbabwe or one of the other, you know, Thailand limited editions. They're very, very easily accessible, and they're great looking watches, man. Some of the older models had like an aged patina for the lume, which, you know, I'm not a big fan of. This is a lot more white. The Marine Master also has this color as well, but some of the other older models had a much oranger type of lume. It does have a really cool orange minute hand right there, which I like a lot. Of course, you get the chrome bezel around each index. You get Seiko up there at 12 o'clock. You get Prospex automatic and divers right above the 6 o'clock index. So the Candybar Cyclops is going to be a little polarizing. Some of y'all hate it. Some of y'all don't mind it at all. I'm in the latter camp. I really don't care. I mean, it helps me read the day and date. So, you know, it's okay for me. The second hand is really jet black. And it's got a little luminous pip at the arrow on the end there. So of course you've got your inner chapter ring with all the minute markings there. I do like the bezel a lot. I've always loved Monster bezels. I'm not a big fan of the actual IP coating on it because IP coatings can get scratched off, but the actual application is really nice. Super smooth, super consistent. It's got like a matte finish to it. I mean, I think it looks absolutely fantastic. That goes with the rest of the case. You got your crown over here, non-signed. You've got some drilled lug holes here for your pins. I mean, I think the actual case has been very well done. Seiko does a fantastic job with their IP coatings. I'm just not personally not a fan of them, but this one looks really nice. So there's the rest of the case. Of course, you got a crown here, a non-signed crown. And this is obviously, you know, the 4th generation monster, so it's a little bit different design. The actual silicone strap is super soft. There's your IP-coated buckle right there with the Seiko branding. There's your keeper right there, also with the Seiko branding. Of course, there's your Caseback. You know, that tells you everything you need to know. You know, it's your, it actually does, it is serialized with the number. This one is. Again, these are a run of 7,000, which again doesn't seem very limited to me. But anyway, you know, you're very familiar with the Caseback. So there you go. Here's your tag, by the way. See if I can get that for you. I mean, it's a monster, guys. It's a 4th gen monster that's just been blacked out. So you really know what to expect. Super nice crown action. Really nice distinct crown pop. Very smooth to screw back in, which I really appreciate. I love that big orange minute hand too. That thing is really, really cool looking. And again, I love the fact that they didn't orange out the lume on the indexes. They kept it mostly white. And I'll give you a lume shot here in just a second. So there you go, man. This is one of your 3 2021 blacked out models. So it's this one, the monster. You have a solar tuna, another solar tuna, and there is a samurai if you want to get one of these. So let me go ahead and try this thing on for you real quick. Man, these straps are super soft. I love how soft these straps are. All right. Now this is a little bit small for my 8-inch wrist, just a tad. I mean, I can still wear it comfortably, but again, it's just a little bit small. I mean, I'm down at the last 2 notches there. Looks good though, man. Good looking watch for sure. I mean, I've always loved Seiko monsters, as have a lot of y'all as well. So really cool watch. All right, let's go ahead and show you the lume. Let's kill all the lights. And I knew this was going to be a pretty quick review, only because I reviewed these monsters, these 4th generation monsters before. And it's basically just a regular monster that's been, you know, blacked out. So here is your lume, your Seiko LumiBrite. You know what to expect. And it's funny that I'm actually doing another limited edition watch after I did that limited edition Sumo yesterday. That is actually limited edition. I mean, that only has 1965, I believe, or 1956, something like that. I mean, this has got a production run of 7,000, so there's definitely a difference. There's your lume. I mean, you know what to expect, guys. There it is. So let's go ahead and cut everything back on. Let's go ahead and finish up this review. And tell me what you think of these limited edition models. They're actually a limited edition run of 7,000. I mean, how limited is that? Tell me what you think of IP-coated watches in general. You know, I'm really curious to see what you think about this thing. And I mean, I love the fact they finally got around to doing a monster. They've done just about all the other, again, really popular Prospex models, and they finally got around to doing the monster, which is pretty cool. And again, they've been doing these since 2018, so they've been doing them for quite a while. So guys, tell me what you think of this thing, man. I really, really like it. Again, not a huge fan of IP-coated watches, but the actual quality, fit, and finish of this one is impeccable. Seiko really does know how to do a good IP coating. I have to give them that. Even though I'm not a fan of the process or a fan of the overall look of blacked out watches, I mean, it looks fantastic. So guys, it's been about it for this one. If you want to get one of these watches, head on over to Amazon. They're around 450 bucks. I'll make sure to put a link in the description field for you. And as always, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you click to that notification bell. It really helps us YouTubers out, and we really appreciate it when you do that. And I've got some, you know, of course, I've always got new stuff coming down the pipe. I've got some new stuff for next week, so make sure you check that out. And until then, I'll see you on the next review. Take care. Bye-bye.